Alright, so you're probably, well, not everybody, there's probably some people wondering why the hell does this goofy ass guy have a CD player on the top of his car? That's kind of strange. Well, this is a perfect thing if you want to bass race and you want to do well at bass race. Getting into that, and like I was talking about before, the ties. The ties are awesome. The ties are what makes the sport fun. After the first tie, you rerun the round. After your second tie in a row, so the third round, you have to shut your car off, which kind of makes it interesting. Again, it goes back into having enough reserve and being in the proper class. If you don't have enough battery power to be able to do another run or consecutive runs with your car off, then it's another reason you would want to maybe step down a class, because if you tie a couple times in a row, which it's very easy to do that, you're going to have to run with the car off, and you might not have the capacity to be able to do a good run with the car off. The tie after that is where you stand outside of the car, so you have to actually run outside of the car with the car off. So that's where it's going to be fun and beneficial to you to have your CD player on some long ass chords like this, so you can actually stand outside of the car and do your bass race run. Some people run their bass knobs outside the window and have a remote, which works. It works very well for some people. It works not so well for others. So I would recommend doing something like this, unless you have a system down. Any way you want to work it, it's really your choice. Whatever works for you works for you. That's awesome. That's what makes it interesting. Then the tie after that, there's actually a couple different things you can do for the tie after that. In the rule book, it says to use a random CD picked by the judge, and they pick a random song off of that, and you have to bass race with that. Most of the time, you're going to be practicing bass race with the same song all the time, and same CD player, same car, same volume, same class, everything. So you're consistent on that. So throwing a different CD and a different song into the mix is crazy. I've tried it. I practiced like that a few times. It's really interesting. Another thing that's really fun, the new software actually supports this, where you can, during a tiebreaker, it throws a randomized number in there. So instead of going for a 149.9, you might be going for a 146.3, or the next round a 142.1, something crazy like that. So that'll make it really interesting too, because it's not a number that you practice for, but that's still your set point. You can't go over that number, and that's what you're gonna shoot for. Alright, so so we can kind of see how the bass race run works again, I'm going to start the meter and go for the 119 class. Ooh. See, I broke out. If that was my qualifying run, I'd still be good, but if that was my elimination round, I would be eliminated and done for the day. So it's important to watch your time and your score at the same time. And if you're actually competing head-to-head with another person, you're going to want to watch their score too, because whoever has the higher score at the end of the round is the winner. See? So I climbed a little bit too fast at the end and ended up with a 120. So if that was my qualifying round, I'd be in the 120 to 129.9 bracket. If that was my elimination round, I'm packing my bags and I'm going home. Alright, so that last round I ended up pretend qualifying with a 120, so I'm going to be in the 120 to 129.9 bracket now. So I ended up with the 129.8. Not so bad. Alright, so let's pretend that I tied somebody and it's getting to my... I tied someone a few times, so now I'm going to get a randomized number, a 120, 6.3, that'll be my randomized number. Oh, so I broke out now. Now I'm done. Not the best base race in the world, but you get the idea. And you don't have to worry about any kind of vehicle specifications for base race. It's unlike DB drag or most of the other classes where the class that you're in is depending on what equipment you have. There are no equipment or vehicle regulations for any of the classes, so no matter what you have in your vehicle, you can do whatever class that you want to do.